What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here today. Today, you see the jersey. We always got it on, but specifically today, we are going to do something that I just feel like really needs to be done. So, we have right here, obviously, we're in the preseason. We're going to set up a recruiting board, but we have the North Carolina Tarheels. I'm going to hop into week 3 after I set up the recruiting board. I'm going to do the recruiting whatever for week 3, up to week 3. And we're going to see if we can save the Tarheels. It may not be this year. We need to save them and win a national title. Because Hector Luna, while he's not Bill Belichick, he's in place of Bill Belichick. We need to show what the Tar Heels are capable of. Let's get into it. Dude, that is crazy. We already got somebody. So what I was doing was I was forcing, making sure that Charlotte lost so we beat Charlotte, we lost to TCU, whatever. And we just got a recruit committed already. So that's fan-freaking-tastic. Good old Atha Anger. Got some folks up here, man. It doesn't look great, but I'm hopeful that we can at least get, I don't want to visit against that week, but, at least we can get a few of these guys here, hopefully, and that would be fan-freaking-tastic. But I definitely want to make sure we get a quarterback, and since the year is now to the point it is at, I can step in and edit and do things I wasn't able to before, because we kind of had to let things play out how they were. So I left the roster, the depth chart, the this, the that. I left it all the exact same way as it was for the games. But now we're going to hop in and we're going to do some changes real quick. All right, so first things first, which, give me a second. So given that Bryce Baker here is star dev, I want to go ahead and start him. He's also championship contender is his thing, so I'm hopeful that we can be good enough with him starting. Although, you know what, honestly, I think Gio is probably better if we want to be a championship contender this year with our running backs. I just want to keep as many as we can. I think Davion Goss starting is the perfect method for that. With Pacor and some of these boys, championship contention is another big thing for those two. But for Ship, who we need to keep around, and for Culliver, it's that. So I'm not too pressed about that. I guess I'm gonna leave that the same. But what I do, you know what though, honestly, I'm probably just I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I'm gonna see how we do, and if we start struggling, then I'll make moves. I do want to hop in. We are going to get another. We got George Toppins, the fullback, already committed. That's fan-freaking-tastic. Falling to second on a couple of these guys. That's not as fantastic, but we did beat the FCS school, which in real life is Richmond. But yeah, I'm gonna probably hop into that Clemson game. But the rest of them, we'll see. We did pick up a dub over UCF. Looking in the recruiting, I think we lost out on some guys. Yeah, so this dude went to Clemson, which I had a feeling might happen. So we're going to start to throw some of these over here to our running back, and then probably toss, instead of having 25-50 onto these guys. And then we're going to start moving around to try to, get other people, with folk committing to Notre Dame, just moving around our assets and being like, okay, cool, we don't want to go for these guys anymore. We want to go for these guys and stuff and things like that, especially Landon Ross here, the punter, who's amazing. And worst case, I can move him over to kicker if I so need to. So, but we are going to check to see who needs a visit schedule. So we got Culliver here. I'm not going to schedule against Clemson, even though I'm going to hop into it. I've been refusing to schedule against Clemson because I just don't trust that we're going to win that game. But anyways, we did beat UCF, which is amazing. So I figure if we can do pretty good in the recruiting department, then I think we'll be pretty set for the year. I mean, we've gotten 3 stars to commit already, which is crazy because usually I feel like they don't commit that early. They usually sit around and wait till the last second. So I am enjoying seeing that, but then I'm also enjoying just seeing, Tar Heels up here, such as Raekwon Michaels, who I'm excited to have be a part of the team, as well as Culliver, because now we'll have 2 free safeties that we can rock with, and then we can go ahead and get this punter, soon enough, and hopefully we're rocking and rolling. Yeah, because I think everybody else is in first other than Samia here, but I think he'll be going to first very soon, and we just got to hope we can hold off on Nick Keogh here from Ole Miss to make sure we have a good quarterback coming in, and then make sure we get Tolson here, who has 92 1 speed and 92 excel. He would be fantastic to have, but I'm going to throw a couple more guys on, and we're going to hop into this game. You guys might not see any of it. I might show the very ending. I might show a good bit of it. We'll see. All right, our first opportunity to hop in here, we are sitting at 3rd and 14. We want to get this at least a little bit more manageable if we can. And that's not going to happen, so it looks as though we will be punting the football, and that is just not what you want to see to start the game off. It's just really not. All right, hopping in again at 3rd and 5. We managed to stop them on the goal line, so we need to get something going here. All Ships wide. What a move. What an absolute move. We're going to hurry it right up and get straight on that one. All right. Hold on to it, Pacer, and we are going to get in the end zone. Let's go, baby. All right, our defense is... Oh, I thought he had that one. That's a little... That's not how I wanted to throw that at all, and we're going to get absolutely mollywopped. And we got mollywopped. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what I expected. I thought we might have an opportunity, but we didn't, and so they're going to just completely get rid of us. That guy even decided he wanted to go to NC State. We did so poorly, so that sucks, and then Brutus has us locked out now. But, you know, what are you going to do? You know, you're just going to keep on. You got to keep fighting and keep on keeping on. Where is this guy? So you want to go to Penn State, but you have some stuff that we can do. So we're going to go. It's probably way too late, and I saw this earlier on and just completely whiffed on it. So I guess it's time to add some more people to the prospect list. All right, I think we did lose out on some guys already, but what I will say is we did get quite a few. I think we lost out on some of the guys I just added, if I'm being honest. No, we lost out on Abona. He went to Penn State, which I figured might happen. Another guy went to Penn State, and we lost out on Keogh, went to Ole Miss. That's not good. And Waddle. Dang, bro, you guys are so lame. This is why this game's so dumb, because I spent all this time going after these guys. And then sure enough, what do? They just absolutely break my heart. And they're like, you know what? I want to go somewhere else. And then I exit out of recruiting, and then I got to go back into recruiting. And it's just this whole ordeal, really. All right, new guys added to the list. I got a few more that I need to get, like some offensive lines. And I guess I should probably add an outside linebacker. I think I'm going to throw one more guy on there. But for the most part, we're just kind of trying to piece together what we can get just to have a decent crop of recruits coming in. I guess we'll throw him on there. And that's kind of where we're going to rock with the conference win. And yeah, I don't want to lose anymore. I got to hop in. We got to get something going, because if not, then we're going to have nothing going. Hold on to it. Oh, Leacock stays up. What a freaking monster he is. Oh, dude. Nope, sure aren't. I guess they are. Yep, see, look, he was waiting on that one. Yep, and look at that guy. He caught it off of somebody else's hands. Dude, you guys did a heck of a job making it realistic to where the other team... Okay, never mind. Leacock's breaking free on this one. Please just bring it in. Thank you. Hold on to it. And there's a late hit, but they're never going to call it. All right, and hold on to it. That away. That's perfect, dude. That's exactly... But hold on to it. Touchdown. Let's go. We just really lucky. He just missed a 56-yard field goal. We're taking the dub, man. That's all. It is what it is, but we did go ahead and get our punter, Landon Rawls, to commit. We got some other guys at first and third, and it does come back to bite us because we do lose to Syracuse. I don't know what is wrong with this Tar Heel team. They suck. They're just so bad. It's like they are. This is like what they're going to do in real life, and it's really scary to me because we're losing to Cal, we're losing to Syracuse, and I had a 1-point beat Virginia. Now I'm worried that we can even beat Stanford, who's literal trash. I feel like I'm gonna have to hop in all three of these, because right now we're sitting at 4-4. We need to win out if we want to maintain a decent prestige. Yeah, essentially I'm gonna hop into any game that I feel that I need to hop into, and given we are sitting at 4-4 already, I'm hopping into the rest of these to try to make sure we can win. Somehow, some way, we were able to outlast the Stanford Cardinal. Yeah. So we got that game. So we're 5-4 now. All right, we got Wake Forest here this week. I completely went to this screen and forgot about the others. So we have gotten, as you can tell, quite a few recruits here. A little less 4 stars than I wanted, but we still have some on the board, and we still have an opportunity to get Shakir as long as we can win this game. And honestly, win out probably. But we got Wake Forest. Let's hop into it, see if we can pick up another dub. They're 1-5 in the ACC currently. But we definitely need to keep pushing through the pooch that I just got to make sure we don't. But Leacock is wide open, and that is a touchdown. Stop leaving him wide open, dude. I'm up that I like. I'm going to hop in here again. We are going to hit Leacock. Oh, he's going to go. He's going to get knocked out of that. So he's not open, but he's open. Just kind of like I did right there. We are going to stutter and then get knocked over there, because you never know with him. But he's going to get it for a touchdown, baby. That's why you got to this game. Is he going to show the scoreboard? No. The scoreboard. No, we're just going to show everybody celebrating. Cool. Shout out to the boys. Glad they could celebrate. We did end up winning this game, however, 28-31. They made a comeback in the fourth, and I was like, oh, Lord, don't let it happen. We did get locked down on one, and then Moffitt. No, he was the running back that had 90 speed, bro. That stinks. I mean, that's really stinky. We got Duke here, and then I think our final game of the year is against State. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Maybe it was Tolson, but he locked us out. Interesting. I thought we had already committed him, but I guess not. But we do have Shakir again that we can... Nope, that's not what I want to do. You can also sway, but I don't ever really see or feel the need to do that. So I guess we're going to be looking on the board to see if we can get some running backs, because we lost out on both of the ones we were chasing. He's still up here, though. He's in third, open playing time. We can do that. We'll just leave him, let him be the only one. I do want to see, however, what his attributes are like, because, yeah, he's a bust, man. This late in the game, if I recruit busts, which I do, I definitely do not recruit him this late in the game. If I know that they're a bust, I'd rather just not touch him. And sadly, he's going to fall into that category. And he's the only 4-star available, but he's a bust. So it's like we really don't want to touch him. So instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find some guys like Wofford, who's proximity to home, and Pant, who's pro potential. Throw those guys on the board, and we're just going to see, kind of how they scout out. 83 speed, and he's a gem. Okay, he's elusive bruiser. That's fine. 88 excel. Okay, both these guys are gems. So guess what we're going to do? Throw them on the board. Given that we're the highest pipeline tier other than this guy for Clemson, but Pant we should definitely be able to grab. And they're both pretty big bruiser type guys. So I think we're going to sit perfectly, and we have Duke this week. We have to make sure we pick up this dub because Duke is currently on a 1 streak, so that makes no sense. Something's wrong there. We're going to go ahead and hop in early. And nothing's gonna happen. I don't know why. Hard work and dedication and making sure that this game is pretty much just rage bait. That's all this game is just rage bait. Well, would you believe me if I finally said we got, and stuff like that'll happen, and I'm just like, all right, bro, whatever. And then stuff like that'll happen where he doesn't make his cut like he's supposed to. And then stuff like that'll happen where I hit him and he doesn't fall over, and I'm just completely, but he's not. So I don't understand why we're running into that issue. Leacock's finally breaking free, and he's gonna drop it because he touched his arm. So by Duke, and that's gonna pretty much derail the rest of our season. Yeah, lots of fun. I'm having so much fun with this. Actually, I can't think of anything better to be doing. Somebody though, we got Barry Wall, the wide receiver, and we're at second and third on some of these other guys. In a recruiting battle, we're sitting at 6-5. It would be awesome to finish the year 7-5, but we'll see if that's even feasible at this point, because I feel like every chance we get, we end up falling just like that. All right, we're falling on this dude. Probably not going to get him. Losing out on Hector Luna, losing out on him. Dude, a championship contender, and honestly, at this point, it's like, why even waste my time on those guys? Yeah, our recruiting went from doing pretty good to pretty bad because we just can't win those games that we need to win. I really didn't want to have to go down to 3 stars this quickly, but I guess, you got to do what you got to do. So we're going to throw that guy on the board. We're going to throw... Who are we going to throw? Yeah, we'll throw LaRoque, or however you pronounce his name, on the board. And Indiana's the only one offered him anything so far, so we should be pretty good on that. Hoping both of those running backs decide that North Carolina is the best place for them to call home, considering we're the only one offering them a scholarship, and they're 5 in the pipeline tier. So here's hoping, and we are going to hop in against State and see what we can do. All right, given last week's game and how it went, I have an idea of what I kind of want to do against NC State this week. We're really just going to try to run the ball like as much as we can. Play until we get at least up by like 2 touchdowns. They're going to say misfires, missed targets. I'm going to say, okay, sure. I'm going. Hold on to it, Leacock. Fall down. Yep, perfect. As much as I wanted to keep going, I just wanted him to fall down. I don't want any sort of hold on to it. And that's a pick, because wide receiver didn't even look for the ball. Pray tell. Oh, you did look for the ball. You just decided you just wanted to go, Yo, this wonderful little... Nope, that's not you that caught the ball. My bad. Wrong one. This wonderful... I caught it. Oh, let me just slowly take about 8 steps and turn around. Makes sense. Hold on to it. Okay. Thank God. We caught that one at least. I will say, I make stupid plays, and I get it. I deserve it when I make stupid plays. Don't get me wrong. But when it is not my fault and they're doing things like that where I get the ball out perfect a mile and a half, and I'm like, it's funny. I haven't seen that in a game, either ever or maybe possibly catch me going to the right. And we are getting in the end zone. Thankfully, that took a lot. All right, the form of tragedy happening. Hold on to it. Oh, thank God. What am I supposed to do in those moments? And we're going to take a sack and not even be in field goal range. So we're pretty much cooked. Leacock can break free on this one. Nope, he's going to just run into him the whole time. We caught it. Oh my god. Dude, yeah, he hurt off, and we do pull out the victory. We are going to go 7-5 on the year, not 6-6. Thank goodness. Thank you, EA. Sorry I complained, because I guess that one time it worked out. Dude, Caleb Cost with 2 interceptions on the game, and we only won that by a little bit. So shout out to Caleb Cost. Who will be? So we've hit the point of the year. So I like Stephen Belichick. I don't mind that at all. I am going to go ahead and get rid of Freddie Kitchens. I don't feel like he's a good fit for this team. I want to bring in somebody else, and I want to run things a little bit. We do go ahead and get another commit. We get the quarterback Spencer Yearby, so that's what's up. And we lost out to both these guys that we were in recruiting battles with, which I'm not surprised. 7-5. I mean, most people aren't going to want to go to that team. Byron Brown. You know what's crazy? Low key, this might be possible for real life. Byron Brown might be. We are playing Toledo in the Game Above Sports Bowl. Byron Brown might be, because USF, man, they're freaking balling out right now. Let's go check into the staff and see. Like I said, I like Stephen Belichick. I'm all here for it. If I want, so we are running a multiple offense, and I feel like I want to stick to that kind of. So I'm thinking we go for this guy right here. We got Thomas Hammock. He's got recruiting. He's got motivator. He's got scheme guru. I think he might be the guy to go to. Previously at NIU, so I'm gonna go ahead and offer him a contract to be our offensive coordinator, with Stephen Belichick obviously still being there, and we have a bunch of random areas in which we're recruiting, but that's fine. Checking out the guys that we got though, just to see. So we got a normal dev, Culver's normal, Anger, he's star, that's what's up. Star and Toppins, our fullback, normal for our corner, normal there. Impact center, impact punter, normal there. Yearby's also going to be normal, and we lost out on Truman, who was a star, which would have been great to add to the arsenal, but we did get 2 stars, and I'm here for it with our fullback as well as our free safety. So that's a pretty good pull. I'm here for it. I'm here to use the fullback, bro. If we get some opportunities to actually use the fullback, I'm here for it. Toledo finished 10-3, 8-0 in conference play, still at a 71 though, so shouldn't in a second, because we are currently losing 6-0. And I'd rather not finish the year 7-6 if I could help it. Hold on to that one, Culver, that away. If I do a secure catch sometimes, it's freaking abysmal. Gio's going to take off there. He gets the first. Oh, Leacock's going to break. He's wide open. Go, Leacock. Get out of bounds. There we go. And that, see, I feel. Oh, yes, he does. Get into the end zone. Touchdown, Nathan Leacock. That's what I'm talking about. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are, in fact, going to win the Game Above Bowl. So we're going to finish the year 8-5. Honestly, if the Tar Heels do this in real life, I would have time to get, Bill's going to have time to get his own recruits and whatever, Hector Luna in this scenario. But we do go ahead and bring a bowl game home to the Heels, which I don't think we've won a bowl game in quite some time, if I'm being honest with you. As you can see, though, we have, 9. We have a ton of people that are at risk of transferring. Pretty much like a good bit of the team. So I'm hopeful we can keep that from happening. Although I don't know. We do go ahead and get Thomas Hammock. He's going to be our offensive coordinator for the following few years at least, which is awesome. We got some more coach points to spend. So we got talent developer, who definitely what I want to work for here. I want to make sure that I want to go ahead and, offensive line, defensive line. That's my plan. I want an offensive line, defensive line. We already got defensive backs already set up. And then we should be, good to go, big chillin'. We're not going to take any new jobs. We're here to stay. We're here to make the Tar Heels a great team, which I know they can be. 9th in the ACC is not, that's not the plan for us, bro. Now's when we're going to get to take a look at players leaving. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be an absolute plethora. And honestly, I want to make sure, Caleb Cost isn't leaving, but he might be. Oh, Caleb Cost is staying. That's good. Nathan Leacock, please do not leave. No, dude. Because a championship contender, it dipped below a B, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. Malcolm Ziegler, can you stay for me? Nope. I'm going through and getting all the star devs at this point. Bryce is leaving too because of playing time, dude. Come on, that's not good. See, I knew I should have started him, but I thought I swore the deal breaker was something different than that. Like, I swore that it was. So that's going to stink. I mean, at least we still have Gio, so that's good. Leacock leaving, dude, that stinks, bro. I did not want that to happen. Isaiah Johnson is staying, so we got one more we can do here. And honestly, I feel like Adrian Wilson might be the vibe, and he's not staying. So we're going to be getting him back. There is a world that we may or may not be able to pick him up out of the transfer portal. Now looking at draft results, I don't know. Yep, so we had Simpson got drafted in round 7, so that'll be good for our linebackers. Let's go ahead and fill this transfer portal board out. The only issue we're really going to run into here is not having enough points to go after all these guys, but we do have Bryce back on the board as well as Nathan Leacock. So we're going to try to get those guys back as well as the other guys we already had on the board. So here's hoping that we can add some other players. So I'll probably catch y'all at the very end of this, to be honest. All right, we're about to bring in a whole heck of a log. We were unable to get Hollywood Smothers. He went to Virginia Tech, and Leacock went to NC State, which sucks, dude, because now we got to go against him. We're playing NC State. So that kind of bites. But if you were curious as to what we got as far as the dev traits, first of all, I'm pretty sure his is like elite. No, his is impact, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Impact and Brian, I already knew Bryce Baker was a star. McCantos is impact. KB Price is impact. He's also really good. Brownlow's impact. We got Star and Reed Jr. We got impact and Bush Jr. We got Liston's normal. Leacock obviously Star, which sucks because I wanted to bring him back. Normal here. For Yearby, Star for Doug Tant, and impact for Watford, so that's good. And Jose Levy is a star. So a lot of these guys that are going to be stars for us here. You know, I want to go back there, but I'm going to try to make sure I redshirt them and hope that they stick around, because that would be awesome. Did we crack anywhere near the top? All right, so we're number 22, not bad. 8 4 stars, 19 3 stars. As far as ACC goes, we're number 3 in the conference overall, number 3 in recruits, and pretty far down in transfers. But that's all good. Dude, NC State, bro, I can't stand NC State. They took Leacock from us, bro, but we got Bryce Baker back, which I guess is good. Develop these players and make them better. As I always do, I'm going to up speed on a lot of these guys first and foremost before I do anything, but Caleb Cost did get an upgrade, so he is now a star, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So we're going to have these training results. So these are what we're looking at right now, right? We got some high-end 80s, a few low 80s, and a bunch of 79s. We'll see how good we can get and see if we can be better than a 79 for this next coming year. Man, that's like the most painstaking part, but we have 5 90s chilling, including Davion Goss, and most of them are seniors. And we got a lot of 80s, though. We got Bryce Baker up to an 87, dude. He's going to be a freaking monster for us, and a bunch of mid-80s players to go along with that. So I am 100% here for it, with Gio being the backup at 84. Bryce will be here for a good little while at least. We got Davion Goss and Benjamin Hall. We got Chris Culliver. We got a bunch of these guys up to high 90 speed. We got 88 Johnson, 82, 80 on the line, 77, 79. And the line doesn't look great, but the defense looks fan-freaking-tastic. Let me tell you about it. So I'm excited. And as you can tell, we're already up to an 84 overall with an 86 defense, as I figured it would be. Looking at the schedule, we'll check it out, see what we got. TCU, FCS Southeast, UConn, and Notre Dame. Notre Dame is going to be a hard game to play, and a lot of these guys are ranked in the top 25 that we're playing, so it's definitely going to be a tough year. Actually, I'm going to change, this is my video, I do what I want. I'm going to change this Notre Dame game to a freaking cupcake game against Delaware. I'm going to change this TCU game to a cupcake game against Kennesaw State. And at me if you want, I do not care. I want to make sure we get some dubs and we can make this team even better. I mainly went after offense, and we already got locked out of that guy, which is great, because we're dropping down to a 3-star prestige after last year's performance. So we're not going to have as many points, and that sucks, because if you guys check out Kevin Augustine here, he has 93 speed, and that does suck because he would have been a 5-star that we could have gotten. But this guy right here, while we don't whatever, he has 95 speed, so I'm 100% here for getting him. A lot of these other guys, they either have pipeline that I want him to have, or they have something that I really like, except for that guy. Well, he has Speedster, which I really like, so you know, just gotta kind of clear your board. You're gonna get locked out of some, and that's just how, and the other ones, and get these guys pretty high up on the interest list. All right, somehow going 3-0 and beating absolute just jokes of football schools, including an FCS opponent, and only beating UConn by 3, which is kind of scary, has got us ranked in the top 25 at number 19, and we actually have Miami this week, which is going to be a tough game. We're going to hop into that one because I do not trust that we can beat them on our own. Alright, the only thing good for us here is that we are playing in Keenan, so we have that opportunity, and we already off rip got the ball on a safety, so we get to take a look at this team that we have built. Honestly, offense is not going to be the one that looks that great, but the defense is what we're going to want to see. So sadly, we won't see much of that because I really don't play defense. Monkey my way around through the offense. We are going to have Johnson. He's going to be wide open with a block from our boy. Is that cut? But we are going to go ahead and kick the field goal here. in the hopes that that will put us, yes it will, up 5-0. Dude, to get anything off, because dude, I had the tight end and the running back blocking, dude. This offensive line I built is not it. Like, dude, he busted through immediately. I had the running back there and everything, no stopping him. Like, hold on to it, fall over, let's go. So that is going to be into now anyways. So, oh, let's get out there. Go Bryce, touchdown, let's go, baby. It's really, it looks as though I should have plenty of time to get that off. We're going to get the blocks we need. We are going to be able to get out there with Hall. We're going to hurry it up to they might decide that they want to go back, which they do. Johnson with the catch across the middle. What a beast, Jake. That's fine, because we are going to dump it off the ship immediately. Get a good little block there, and yep, we're going to just, Hicker's still not the best, probably should get a better one. That's going to put us up 22-6 going into half. Well, just like that, 22-6 turned to 22-22. So the defense obviously couldn't hold but for so long. So we are going to have to get something going ourselves if we want to stay in this football game. I'm hopeful that, oh, he's wide. Oh, please get there. Shep with the catch across the middle of the field. Let's go. First, we are going to get off to Johnson here. Johnson going to take it. Oh, he's going to hit a juke move, and he's going to get us down to the... Bryce has a little bit of an opening. Yo, he fumbled the football. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, dude. But up 22-6 and having them come back, we only scored 3 points and they scored 23 is about what normally happens for the Tarheels. We shall see. Him to commit to Clemson, as I figured would happen. We're still in the top 25 though, so not bad. And we have Duke this week, who's the number 6 seed. If we could beat them, that would be an outstanding victory. Get off my board. You're ugly. You're stupid, and you smell weird. Get out of here. We are going to keep on keeping on though, trying to get these other guys. Scheduling them for visits against teams I think we have no problem beating, and just hoping that that will be enough to get the job done for us as we drop to number 2 because to Georgia. So we need to get him before Georgia's visit. So beating Duke this week, beating a top 10 opponent would be a fantastic way to get into that. Duke's only a 79, so we should have no problem. You know, it's times like this, that I wish I would have been recording, but I will show the replay. This right here was absolutely stupid because I was supposed to be hitting him across with a crossing route, and he stopped right there. I was under the understanding he would be more over, like in this area-ish. But I guess is when the guys decide that they want to do some fantastic stuff, like Chip did last play. We are going to stay up in the air still, luckily, but we are going down. If they need it later on in the quarter, they don't have it. What a freaking run by Hall. But like I said, dude, it is impossible. It is to this that I did not put enough recruiting. Dude, no. Okay, this is North Carolina versus Duke football. There are not that many pros come out of those two colleges, let me tell you. We have one more timeout anyways, so we'll say if the fullback that didn't work. This is our freshman fullback. I really would like to get... I'm going to throw it up deep and hope that the offensive line can hold at least for a little bit. And nobody's catching that. I pulled it. Oh, yeah. Get out there, Johnson. Go to the end zone, baby. Touchdown. Let's go. 2-play drive is what I'm talking about out of the half. Not really, because he bites. Then we might be good. It's fine. We got Culliver we can hit across there. Dude, we gotta work with our... Tired of this game. Oh my god, dude. He's already in my face, you dumb fuck. Anytime. Dude, you're literally fucking... I literally put you on a block. Hold on to it. Touchdown, let's go. Alright, 1st and 10. What do you know? We're dropping another fucking game, dude. I'm not even gonna hop it anymore because at this point it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get absolutely destroyed. I'm just gonna, at this point, I really just despise this game. How are we losing all these fucking games? Here, I'm gonna show you all the schedule, but don't give a shit. Fuck off. There's no way you're winning awards and we're fucking losing games, you bum ass motherfucker. Look at this. We're 5-4, right? We lost to Clemson. Cool. Get it. Pittsburgh? We lost to Pittsburgh? Look at Pittsburgh, bro. Check them in the standings. Check them. Ready? Look at this. Look at this. We lost to Pittsburgh. They're 78 overall. We lost to Duke. 79 overall. Lost to Clemson. 94. Cool. Makes sense. But why can't I beat Clemson if these fucking 70 overall teams are whooping my ass? Literally, our entire recruiting board's fucked, too. We have, 2 guys that are gonna come here. This is why I can never finish any of these fucking series, is because this game fucking blows. Check this out. Ready? I'm gonna show you guys. Look. Oops, not that. Yeah, 82 overall. 82 overall, right? Let me click on the fucking thing. 84, right? 84, 86, whatever. Cool. Ready? You excited? Watch this. Watch us lose. Okay, right? Everybody's committing everywhere else. And we won. Oh, that's funny. Y'all want that to be how this game's played? Okay, cool. So we finally win. Holy shit. But none of the guys that we were recruiting are coming here. Like zero. Every single person's been kicked off the floor. I mean, has decided that they didn't want to play here. And it's honestly a big fucking joke to me that they think that this game's complete, when in all actuality, I don't understand how any of that works, right? Because I threw guys on the board, we were doing good, and then we're not going to get any of them, because guess fucking what? You guys made the game so that fucking 70 overall teams win, but yet I can't get any fucking recruits if I'm losing, even though I have an 86 overall team that I built up. Like, this shit, oh my god, this game is so presuming we lose to them. We won. See, every time I show it, we don't lose. Somehow, miraculously, that's how that works. We got Architect unlocked. I could give two shits about that. And also, too, something to keep in mind, I'm still getting 0 recruits. I'm getting locked out on damn near everybody. Like, dude, it's just ridiculous at this point. Like, everybody's committing everywhere else. They're locking me out. They're going to other schools. They're like, dude, oh man, the Tarheels suck. You're like, yeah, no shit, we suck, because the fucking game won't let me win games, even though I built a solid team. Yeah, dude, this shit is just fucking annoying. Like, honestly, I am so about at my wit's end with this, and I will be so glad once I'm able to get my hands on Madden. Actually, I don't even want to play Madden. I just want to play 2K. That game sucks, but at least it's fucking consistently sucks. And I can rebuild programs, and they actually do what rebuild teams, and they do what the fuck they wanted, like what they're supposed to do. Yeah, that's how I feel. Dude, we still haven't gotten a single person, and we beat them, and now we're fucking 8-4. Like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. I start showing the games as they're being simulated and we win, but yeah, we're dropping games to fucking Pittsburgh, but we beat number 12 in the country, Louisville, and Virginia, and a fucking rival in NC State, but we want to lose all these other games? Like, come on, bro, give me a break. And then now, of course, we're not getting any of the recruits, and it's just like, it's one of those things where I'm like, dude, this is fucking impossible, and I see why, because they just make it impossible. I've gotten no recruits. I'm literally going to transfer portal it up. Like, that's pretty much all I can damn do at this point. But we are ranked. I guess that's good. Contract got extended. I guess that's good. We got one guy to sign so far. I guess that's good. Clark's not signing, so yeah. We got Everett Brooks. That's pretty much all we've got at this point. It doesn't show their depth chart yet. A bunch of other guys are in first, though, so I guess that's good. I'm not throwing anybody else on the board because, honest to God, I'm just going to get all things considered. I didn't end up redshirting anybody, so I kind of shot myself in the foot doing that. But, because I just forgot when I started. So that one's on me. I'll take that hit. Dude from Arkansas State wins the fucking Heisman year 2. Okay, because that's realistic. And then we're playing the Duke's Mayo Bowl against Oregon. So we're going to get blasted by Oregon because they're good and it never works for us. But it works for other players. Did we at least get a star? We got normal. And we got normal. So, no. In fact, we did not. Alright. Players leaving. What we got? Davion Goss. We got 8 persuasions. We only got 4 players leaving. So I guess we did pretty alright with that. And we got a lot of draft projections. So maybe we can bring Davion back. Nope, he's leaving for sure. Gio Lopez is transferring for playing time. He's leaving for sure. We got Taylor here. He's not going to stay. And Miles McVay, who's also not going to stay. So we're losing all those guys. I guess that I thought we were going to have. We did manage to get... Okay, cool. Thanks. I wasn't done doing what I was doing, but all right. We did manage to get pretty much everybody on the board with the exception of a few guys that ended up falling to Duke fall schools, which is really freaking lame. But I just kind of threw them on at the last minute anyway, so I wasn't really seeing the likelihood of us doing that. So, all things considered, I feel like we did pretty good, right? Get rid of Riddick, right? I wasn't really worried about those other guys added at the end. This guy signed to Duke because he's lame, whatever. Be lame. Rosario signed to Boise State because he's lame, whatever. Impact, don't care. But we did get Minor. We also got Ramsey. We got Impact and Normal. Impact, Normal. Star Dev out of high school, Tracy Lanning, which is awesome. Cleo Wilkins, a transfer. A quarterback, Impact there, Impact Normal, Star, and a right tackle in Haywood, which is awesome. No other real things that I see. These guys are normal dev, and I didn't get them because Duke wanted them. That's fine. But we got at least some talent to work with, you know. That's all I needed. Luckily enough, though, Doug and Donald Watford both got redshirted without me doing it, so that's fan-freaking-tastic. And sadly, our boy, Barry Wall did not, but he wasn't that great anyways, all things considered. And we still have Jordan Chip, so I guess we are doing something all right, and hopefully he can be really, really good this next year. And Shamar Easter is still here. So we just gotta move some stuff around. But I'm trying to get back into this. But yeah, this is gonna all be one episode, so this will be a fun time. But we're gonna go ahead and advance. We are gonna save the Tarheels. It will happen. Just gonna take longer than I thought it was gonna take. All right, we got the recruiting board set up. We actually have a ton of 5 stars on here, believe it or not, and a bunch of 4 stars that are super interested in us, and we're going to be chasing after them first and foremost. So you guys can go ahead and get a look at the board with me. We have 700 points to throw around, so we are going to be using those. As you can see, we have A's and B's pretty much everywhere, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Going to make it very useful. I had a 5-star running back on here, but sadly, you can't, or he wasn't it. He just wasn't the guy that I wanted. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah. But we are going to go heavy on offense to start. Also going to go ahead and try to grab all these guys that are like super interested in us, because I feel like that's going to be a better route to go than just try to get everybody, even though I obviously would want to get everybody on this list. I don't think that's going to be a feasible thing to do. So we're going to have to make a decision between Burns here and the tackle, or in the guard. We're gonna choose Burns. And we're going to hope that we can get a good portion of these guys. It's really going to depend if we win games or not, which we all know how that goes. All right, this is going to be the big kicker, right? Can we win against Purdue? So Purdue, you can't really see because we're away. They're 68 overall. If we lose this game, I'm going to probably really debate just completely quitting this challenge altogether. I almost forgot to put the jersey on. Yeah, I got the Max Johnson one coming in, and it's going to be white. Shout out to that one. Yeah, we're looking pretty good on these guys. I can't lie to you. We got a bunch of guys ready to visit. This guy is getting taken over by Tennessee, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you that's not happening. I got to revamp this. I'll be right back. All right, and I'm an idiot, and I scheduled a bunch of visits for people and stuff that they don't necessarily want, so it's kind of dumb. How many points do I have? Oh, I have 14. Let's go. I can't get that. I mean, I could. Wait, can I? I gotta win 5 playoff games, dude. If I win 5 playoff games, I'm gonna be real pissed off. Boost to pipeline bonus for offensive lineman. Sure, let's go ahead and unlock that. We'll get all of those ones unlocked. I mean, I'm hopeful that we don't have time to get all of those ones unlocked, but given the way this has been going, that's really highly possible. Well, I guess we won. We definitely lost to Wake Forest, so that was tragic. We lost out on the 5-star quarterback because of that. We are getting guys flooding in right now who are committing. I think all 4 guys that were on a visit in a recruiting battle. Still sitting pretty good. We're number 12 in the country. I can't believe we dropped that game to Wake Forest. I'm honestly, kind of speechless / blown away that was even possibly a thing. But we are going to go ahead and try to get this linebacker right here in Dennis Kegler. I'm going to give him the works and hope that is enough to get him to change his mind, as well as Brett Walters, because I don't know why, but he decided that he just didn't want to come here, and it's probably because we lost that game. They want to play for good programs, and I honestly don't blame them. I want to be a good program. It's just this game makes it very difficult. All right, bro, we just dropped a game to Florida State, and I just want y'all to know that Florida State is an 89. All right, makes sense. Wake Forest is a 71, and we lost to a 71 overall team. This is why I hate this game, because upsets happen. I get that, but some of these upsets, they're just ridiculous. So we're losing out on some 5 stars due to that, and that is absolutely just horrible. So we're really gonna have to hop up on our horse and just absolutely cruise if we want to get some of these other guys, like this guy. At least we got these 2 5 stars chilling there, but dude, this just is getting so ridiculous. Also, we better not lose to Virginia right here. If I don't see commits, I'm gonna assume we did. We got a 5-star. Let's go. We got another one, Dennis Kegler. Let's go, baby. And another one. We got 3 5 stars. And REO. Let's go, baby. We must have won. There's no way we didn't. I had a feeling that was going to happen, and that's fine. We did. We're 6-2. We're sitting pretty good. We are sitting pretty good. I'm not trying to jinx anything, but dude, I am feeling really good about this now. I'm still a little bit kind of teed off. One, because this tight end is not looking like he's going to swing over to our team. But what that does mean, 1, we need another edge guy, and 2, why do we only need 1? Do we get the offensive linebacker, outside linebacker? Jesus, I'm so bad at that. As well, throw Westbrook's on the list, but who's the guy that is it? I don't know who the guy was that we were chasing after. Like, I have no idea. What I am going to do is look for some speedsters. Alright, we have Duke. I have been known to play horrible against Duke. They're only an 82. They're 3-2 and we lost. Once again, we lost. And I don't even understand who's this game. And sure enough, we find ourselves in a position I am all too familiar with. I do not like being in this position. Please, Jordan Chip, do something here. Oh, let's go, baby. Go, 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 Jordan. That away. Dude, I love the power in the world. Please, please, Easter. Come on, Shamari. Get him in the end zone. Let's go. He pulled us in, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't a blowout, but we picked up the win. We did finish the year with only 3 losses, going 9-3. I'm going to make the playoffs, but we did finish number 17, so we do have an A for the 4-hour. Look at our staff. I mean, Steven Belichick and Thomas Hammock. I mean, I feel like they're doing a fine job. Actually, do I want to keep Thomas Hammock? That's a real question. Yeah, we're going to keep him. We're going to keep him. And we are playing Alabama in the Birmingham Bowl, and I'm not playing that because every time I have to play Alabama, they absolutely destroy me. Their team's going to be like a 99 overall, even though they went 8-4 miraculously. Yeah, they're an 82 overall. I want no part of that, so if we lose, we lose, and we go 9-4. I don't really care completely, but I do want to check out the early national signing day. And we got normal dev here in Heaney. We got Impact. We got Star Dev and Zach Krenzel, and he is a wide receiver. Star Dev and Trent Sheets, that's amazing. Impact. Suggs is Star Dev. Kegler is going to be Impact. I don't know how to say that. Star Dev. Impact there. Normal there. And Star Dev there. We did lose out on Huang, who is going to be Impact. Dude, lots of stars, dude. I love to see it. Since we actually have what I feel like was a pretty good year. Yeah, Bryce Baker had a great year. He's only a sophomore. I'm hopeful he stays. I don't think he will, though. And then Benjamin Hall, the senior, had a good year. Seems as though he got injured. Isaiah Johnson, good solid year. Jordan Chip's going to be gone. Javarius Green should stay for playing time. Shamar Easter will probably be gone due to playing style. But Cameron Courtney did great. I mean, dude, great year. Just some unfortunate losses, such as that loss to Wake Forest as well as Florida State, and that Duke loss really hurt us. And we did lose to Alabama, as I figured we would. Shamari Easter looks like he's going to be transferring. We're going to try to keep him. We have 8 persuasions. Our quarterback is staying. Bryce is staying. Brand exposure, he has not been persuaded. We're going to try to persuade everybody because we might as well. It doesn't look as though, what's his name's leaving the tight end, but we did keep Oscar over here. And Yerby's not been persuaded. We lost out on a Star Dev in Onyegoro, but it is what it is, man. You're not going to win every time, and you're going to lose out on some guys' hands. I think we are sitting pretty freaking well with what we do have, because if you look at the classes, we're number 13. All we need is some pretty solid players to get the rest of these guys, and some solid players in the transfer portal, and we'll be sitting real good. All right, I got to check out some draft results. Our boy Jordan Chip goes in the first round. We get some third, some fourth, fifth, and sixth. I mean, we got pretty much everyone, one in every round except the second. Not bad. All right, I'd say we had a pretty successful transfer portal. Not anything super crazy, but we definitely probably finished. Dude, we were the number 3 recruiting class. Dude, let's freaking go. That's nuts. Dude, it's the 5 stars, bro. I picked up Zach Gore at the very end. Put me over the edge in points. That's freaking amazing. I bet number recruits were. So we're 5th in recruits. Way down there in transfer, so I don't know how that puts us there, but that puts us number 1 in the ACC and number 3 in the nation. So that's a freaking win in my book. I'm trying to see. Let's see. I'm trying to see some of these. He's going to be normal probably. So Impact for Westbrook. Scores a star. That's fantastic. Impact. But we didn't get him. Star, and of course we didn't get him. Carter's a star. Robinson's Impact. And we got Jason Robinson back also, by the way. Elite dev wide receiver and Trey Tiffin, dude. And he's a transfer freshman. I didn't see what his deal breaker is, so that might be a little scary. And we have a star in Donnell Griggs. I'm excited. Of course, every time I'm excited, I never end up staying excited because we lose dumb games. All right, we've built a banger of a team, including a 99 strong safety. Just take a look at these defensive backs. 97, 90, 87, 85. Could have upgraded him some more, but I want him to stick around. Also wanted his speed to get better. So we're rocking 2 90s, and an 87. We're rocking a 91, an 86, and 80, and a 99, 91 in strong safety. Our offensive line, Bryce Baker is at a 93. I doubt he sticks around, but if he does, that's fantastic. We got Griggs up to 89 speed. We got 91. Tiki Hayes with Watford's speed getting boosted up a good bit, as well as Doug Tant. We also have 90 receivers with an 87 there with some speed, so 94 speed, not looking too bad. 88 overall from Shamar Easter, 91 with a backup of an 80, 88 with a backup of 86, 86 backup 81, 88 backup 85 with a backup of 81, and a 91 on the offensive line. This team is looking fantastic. All right, so we're sitting at an 86 overall, 84 offense, 89 defense previously. Okay, that still hasn't completely changed yet, but we do need to get rid of somebody. We are going to get rid of, looks like we're going to get rid of Terry Day. Sorry to tell you, buddy, I'm going to need you to transfer out, but can we get a drum roll, please? And this is who we are going to be, or this is what we're going to be at for the start of next season. A 96 overall, a 10 overall jump. If we do not win off of this, I don't know what else to do. Alright, starting to the year, it was no contest. There was never any fear in my mind. Against my better judgment, I simulated the Wake Forest game. I'm very scared to look. But we did win. We are still 6-0. We're still undefeated. We're sitting at 6-0. We have Kennesaw State this week. We're losing out on recruits, but that's okay, because I kind of just jumped for the absolute best I could get and not really thinking in a realistic way. But that's okay. Because now we got plenty of time to go after other guys. Checking out the team schedule, because it is nice to see what we just are wrecking shop right now. Lowest scoring game against SMU, we put up 24 points, and we are just absolutely just cruising. Against my better judgment, I am hopping in against Duke. They've only lost once this year. They're only an 82 overall. I cannot stress that enough. They are only an 82 overall. Look, only 82. So there should be no reason we don't pick this dub up. Alright, I gotta get some gameplay in. We're dogging them. We're absolutely dogging them. There's really no need for me to play, but I want to play. Look at all these stars on the field, man. This is nuts. We are going to hit our boy Shamar Easter for the one, but we kept the core of the team and just dominated them this year. Alright, I wanted to keep the undefeated streak, and Florida State is the toughest opponent we faced all year at a 90. So we're going to hop into this one too. Can you block for me? Oh my gosh, what a move. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely... Bryce Baker's going crazy. That's so crazy to me. I don't know how we've even ran the ball that many times. We're going to run it again. And we're going to swipe to nothing. I think this is the year. Bryce Baker doing his thing, baby. Alright, y'all, just another update. We are sitting at 10-0 on the year, and we just got another 5-star recruit. His name, though, that can't be real. Kecker. That cannot be a real name, bro. If you guys know anybody named that, please let me know, but that cannot be real. That puts us, though, only at number 7, and we have 6. We have the most 5-star recruits. That's crazy. That is so crazy to me. Either way, we're sitting at first on pretty much all these guys. I could go after some more, but I don't even think there are any 4-star prospects left that aren't like wide receivers, which I don't really need. Yeah, these guys are all wide receivers. He's a running back. Contact seeker, though, not too interested in that. Another contact seeker, still not interested. Well, I'll take a backfield threat. Let's check him out. Here, you guys can check him out with me. Let's do some scouting. Might as well. 88 speed, not great. We'll throw him on the board. Why not? We'll add somebody else to the running back room. We already have an absolute billion running backs. But yeah, I'm pretty set on the recruits we got. And looking at the schedule, we have Virginia, and we have one more team. I think that's NC State is going to be our last opponent. So we beat Boston College only by 7, which is scary. That was probably a trap game. We have Virginia, and then we have NC State. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to hop in these last two because I just don't really see a need. If we're putting this much damage on these two teams, and I mean, granted, that Boston College game, that one's kind of up to that list. We had another 5-star in Tresman Wire, and we had Devontae Gear. And we are 11-0, baby. We are 11-0. There's no way. And Evan Austin just set the single season receiving records for us. So that is freaking insane. There's no way we're not number one for recruits. There's just no way. I mean, the only other person we have is this guy. Everybody else we're in first on. And that guy we just threw up there, we're in fourth. We're fifth with 7 5-stars. We have 7 5-stars. Undefeated. We might have. We got the corner. We might have. And we did, baby. Number 2 in the country. It does look like we got an injury, though, and I don't like the look of that. I don't like that one bit. Bryce Baker setting the career passing touchdowns record. He has been an absolute monster. Honestly, if he's a junior, then that means... I mean, I know we got him back in the transfer portal. Also, we're playing SMU again. I'm pretty sure that means we're on year 3. Like, there's no way we're not. Yeah, because... Oh, no, we're definitely not. We're on year 4. How did he... Oh, I got him... I redshirted him 1 year. That's right. That's... Okay, I was going to say that was confusing. I was going to say, because we went 8-5, 8-5, 9-4, now we're sitting 12-0. So, just in case you were wondering how the college playoff bracket looks, it's looking like this, with Penn State also being undefeated, so I don't think we're taking that one spot away anytime soon. You know, if we can make it, that's all we really needed. That's what I was going to check was the injury report, because I feel like somebody got injured, and I'm not excited to see who it is. That's not great, but we do have a lot of depth in our O-line. Not as much in our middle linebacker position, so that's a little stinky, but, you know, it'll be what it'll be. We're going to hop into the ACT championship here against SMU. I don't really understand how we're not doing better than we are green. It's very screen out, too. So we're going to send you deep. Oh, the field's wide open. They left it wide open. What are they doing? Don't they have Bryce Baker's heels, baby? Bryce going to take off and slide down because we need him to remain healthy. Come on. Oh, he's wide. Touchdown. Let's go, baby. We're running as we take another. Oh, my God. We're still up there. We'll take another bit. They are just getting to it. Ken Austin, our number 1 receiver. Catch this ball. No, it's an interception. And he's, oh, my God. No. Come on. That ACC title. That does not mean, though, that we are not making college football plays, because we are. We might just have to play the first round now. Okay, but we can take a look at some of the guys we already got signed to see how good they are. We got Impact Dev and Mays, Bostic's Impact, normal. We got Elite Dev, left edge, Star Dev, D tackle, Star Dev, right tackle, Normal Dev, 5 stars, crazy, Elite Dev, right tackle, Elite Dev, right edge, Star Dev, corner, Elite Dev, free safety, dude, Star Dev, corner, and Normal Dev quarterback, dude. That is insane, the amount of elite devs that I just read off. That's the most I've ever gotten. And we may or may not be able to see them, because I don't know that, you know, if we win, then we win, and that was it, and we win the challenge. We do have Auburn that we have to take down first. We are going to take a look here at the college football playoff bracket, and as you can tell, we were playing Auburn. Ole Miss beat Baylor. That would have been nice to play San Diego State first round. Can't hold you. Miami, so it's all chalk so far. So we'll see how much chalk moves on. Auburn is sitting at a nice 94, so they're with Bryce, you know, doing his thing. But it may not be. We're going to have to hurry up every single play. Good to come out of this at all. No, don't jump. What the fly? And we're going to take a sack, and that's just not good for business. And I hope that we can get something going here. Catch it. Oh, come on. Oh, we got it. Catch. What an insane catch. Can you make another one? Made another one, baby. Although that was for nothing, and we're going to go right back to going another year. All right, and as expected, Anger and Bryce Baker are going to be trying to leave for the draft. Anger is not going to stay. That really stinks. Bryce, will you stay one more year? He will not. Hayes, will you stay? He has decided to stay. So we do bring Hayes back. Tiffin, can we bring you back? No. It does look like we can bring Lorenzen back. Okay, or not. I guess that's pointless to even have those listed. And Harper's staying, so that's good. We did keep Harper, and we did not get Donnerson, and that stinks. But we're going to have a heck of a lot of guys going to the draft, and a lot of first-rounders. So you can't be mad at him. I mean, he gave it his all this past year. The problem is now making sure we have, a quarterback that is good enough to take our team to the promised land next year. So we're going to really have to be looking for one of those. I think we have one, though, that can do pretty good. All right, and here's our draft results. Patterson went round 1, so did Anger. Bryce Baker going round 2, which I don't really agree with. I wish he would have come back and stayed. He could have gone round 1. Haywood going round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, and some 3 round 6, dude. We had a squad, and it kind of feels like the 98 Braves, but maybe we can do something next year. All right, y'all, I hate to break it to you, we did not do nearly as good this transfer portal as previously, and that stinks. Kind of hurts a good bit. We did finish with the number 1 class in the country, though, so not bad. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm trying to see what else we ended up with. Normal, impact, elite dev, left tackle. Dude, we got so many elite devs, it's not even funny. Impact and Clark, that would have been another elite dev if we could have gotten him. Another one if we could have gotten him. Another one if we could have gotten him. Impact that we missed out on. Another elite dev we missed out on. Another, just a normal dev. We got another elite dev in Trayor. That's fantastic. Strickland star, we missed out on Brian's normal, and normal. So can't win them all, but we did finish number 1 in the country recruiting class, so not mad at it. All right, that took a painstaking amount of time, but we finally got the roster all set and upgraded. 90s everywhere. Please, too. Oh, dude, where's my team? I didn't see my overall. Where's my overall? We're 99, baby. Let's go. 99. Oh my god, dude. Miami's 96. Clemson's 96. Alright, if we have either of those teams, I'm going to hop in. But other than that, and then maybe SMU, yeah, that's going to be it for the hop-ins. Alright, we have gotten a plethora of recruits. Okay, we are just absolutely killing it on the 5 stars now. We're sitting here, number 2 currently with 5 5-stars and 4 4-stars. Georgia's got 17 4-stars, which is an absolute absurd number to me. But we got Miami here. They're the number 1 team in the country. They're 96 overall. We're number 4. We're 99. We're going to Miami. Look at this offensive line, though. An absolute star-studded offensive line. It's really hard taking down the Miami Hurricanes. I kicked that field goal, and pretty much our defense held it up. So shout out to the team. It matters. Ugly weather, ugly game. We won. Doesn't matter. Undefeated. Let's keep it going. And we find ourselves in a position that we are all too familiar with against SMU. We're the number 1 team in the country. We're undefeated. I'm just going to let it sim. I'm going to let sim handle it because when championship, it's taken us a good little while, but we finally got it. Do we have anyone in the Heisman finalists? Nope. We don't. Dude, Baylor's had someone here the last 3 years. That is insane to me, but this is what the college football playoff bracket's going to look like. So we're going to be playing either Clemson or Auburn, and then Texas, Southern Miss, or Oregon, and then as you can see at the bottom there, SMU is still rocking. I don't know who won last year, but yeah, we're number 1 in football right now. And on the off chance we don't win this year, let's see what we got coming. We got an elite dev defensive tackle, elite dev corner, star dev right tackle, elite dev corner, normal, impact, star dev guard, impact, star dev tight end, impact, elite dev middle linebacker. Lost out on this dude. He was alright. He's a star dev. That stinks. He's normal. Don't care. Dude got a star. That sucks. They got impact, whatever. Dunham's impact, that's what's up. Troops impact, that's cool. Normal impact, normal, in impact. 19 recruits already signed is pretty freaking legit. And we are going to be facing off against Clemson. Sitting 14-0. They've got a goose egg on us. I don't like that at all. We got Robinson returning the kick. He is pretty quick. So I'm hopeful we can get out and do a little something. We were able to get to the 20 previously, but they seem to have come into their own, and that's not going to be ideal. Throwing the pick right there. Alright, luckily. And it looks as though it might be. And we're throwing another interception. Back together. And they've decided, they've had enough. Go. Hold on to the ball. That away. A couple offensive linemen as well. So that doesn't feel great, but Tan's getting into the end zone. We are going to take the option ourselves. We're going to slide. It's going to bring us second inches. That's fine. Wide. He got free. Go, Clark. All the way, baby. Touchdown, Tarheels. Let's go. He won unanswered. So move on to the next round of the college football playoffs. Let's freaking go, baby. Dabo is heated right now. All right, y'all. We got Texas in the Rose Bowl game here. Texas is sitting at a 94, so actually, you know what? I want to see something real quick. I want to see this injury report. I want to see what's holding us back. That's quite a bit with Tiki Hayes. Yeah, these guys are pretty much going to be out for all of this, which sucks because they're beasts. But, you know, we made it through last time. We can make it through this time. So we got Texas, so let's take them down. Honestly, it's going to show closer than it was. We were sitting 21-0, and, yeah, we took them down pretty easily. So, yeah. Sorry, Texas. I'm sorry, guys. Didn't get no gameplay. I'm not fixing to mess up what my team can just do by itself. So, and an opponent I really didn't want to match up with, but sadly we're going to have to, is going to be them Georgia Bulldogs. This is the national title. I forgot we had a bye. This is the national title. We win this, we are national champions. Rebuild over. We need to win this. We absolutely need to win this. Well, it took us till 2030, but we finally made it to a national title game. We're undefeated, have not been beaten. Go. Oh my goodness, that would have been great. I am going to play this harder, whoever it was out. And we're throwing picks already. That does not spell good for us, but we are getting a big hit. Unless we don't get it. Get down. There we go. Hurry up to the line. Come on, we need offense. He's going to take off and do it himself. Griggs is single. We are going to be able to get out here and throw an interception in the end zone. That is like the last place that needed to happen. Oh my gracious. 31-6. So, yeah. We're going to have to come back, though. We're going to have to come back next year. Make it our plan to come back and rid of this. But we're going to try to keep people. And I don't think it's going to work. Because these guys want to go to the draft. And I don't blame them. These guys want to transfer for playing time. Brian Cushenberry, please come back. You're not coming back. What about you? Okay, so we got our right guard to stay. That's awesome. Oh no, he's a star, dude. And we got the freaking whatever. Yeah, we got a lot of people going to the draft. Again, we've become a very high. Alright, and sadly, we lost a bunch of guys, but they went high in the draft. So now we got the transfer portal. And I'm going to be honest, we already are sitting number 2 in the country in draft picks, or in recruiting. We've gotten pretty much everybody we've been looking for, so we can spend all of these points on just literally the best of the best, including Brian Cushenberry, who I want to bring back if we can. So I will say we have successfully, I think we got 34 prospects. I really do. I think we got 34. Because that guy went to Ohio State, but I think other than that, everybody else signed with us, which is freaking asinine if you ask me, because that's a crazy amount. Yeah, we got 34. We ended up the number 1 recruiting class. I think that's for the second year in a row by a solid 2 points. Getting Cersei. Dude, that's so crazy to me. I was like, dude, there's no way I do that. Did anybody that we get afterwards have a crazy dev trait? We got Godwin has a star dev. Hargrave has a star. He's elite dev. Impact star dev here at corner. Normal there. Wow, I don't even know if we kept our quarterback. Oh, we did keep our quarterback, by the way. Because, I don't know, he just didn't leave. That's freaking amazing. We do not have our boy anymore, but we have Tan. He's a beast. Yeah, we got a lot of stars still on this team, so that's pretty what's up. Including this guy right here, who's definitely getting redshirted, and our offensive line. So, all right, well, we have 3 99s in the squad now. A plethora of 90s just littered across the team. Riggs is up to a 94, 97 speed, 99 acceleration. Nobody's touching him. 99 accel, 94 speed for our boy Doug Tant. Our wide receiver core looks amazing. Tight end, great. Offensive line, just 90s across the board. 99 Zach Gore. The edge rushers look amazing. Defensive tackles. The linebacker room is a little lackluster, but not terrible. Corners, disgusting. Safeties, disgusting. Safeties, disgusting. Kicker, 98 power. We have everything that we could possibly need on this team. So if I'm being honest, this is what I'm going to do, because there's nothing else at this point that I can do other than just simulate. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to simulate. And if we don't win, then it just won't meant to be. And yeah, so I'm going to send it to week 15. See where we're at. See what happens. All right, well, we finished out number 4 in the country, losing 1 game. I'm going to check the schedule and see who we lost to. Donald Griggs. Obviously, he's going to be ACC Player of the Week. He's a freaking monster. Playing Miami in the ACC title game. Once again, everything's getting simulated. So if we don't win, we don't win. At the end of the day, we did save the Tarheels. So, yeah, I am just, let's see. Actually, let's make sure we don't have any injuries. We have 2 complete ACL tear, so he's gone. And he's not going to be there for pretty much anything else. So that's loads of fun. Still rocking in the 99, though. Looking at our team schedule, we played amazing, but we lost to Pittsburgh. Other than that, but we absolutely dominated our schedule, and it was actually a more difficult schedule than we previously had. Looking at the Heisman watch, because it hasn't come out yet, Griggs is nowhere to be seen, which kind of stinks. Looking at his stats, though, I should have peeped the stats last year, but I didn't. I was too pissed off. 48 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 68% completion, 3,400 yards. I'd say 247 yards on the ground. I would say that warranted at least a nod at Heisman. And he shared the ball around very well this year. So, actually, hold up, I want to see that too. See how many sacks, how the defense did. Leading the team on sacks is going to be the dude that I could never pronounce his name to begin with. Oh man, we built such a good team, and we had a good bit of interceptions actually. Our 99 overall corner with 6 interceptions, no touchdowns, but 11 deflections, and 30 catches allowed isn't great. But what are you gonna do, man? You can only build them up to so good. So let's go ahead and get to the college football playoffs. I just realized I advanced to the national championship. I mean, I guess that's what we were going to do anyways. So let's see if we get to that point. If we can. I feel like if we don't this year, then it's just not meant to be. I mean, we made it to the national title last year. It looks as though we are in the national championship again this year, though we are playing Georgia. So that's interesting. It's also not letting me move up and down, so that's interesting. Maybe if I click into something. That's crazy. We made it back to the Natty 2 years in a row in the Natty. Oh yeah, it's moving real slow. Yeah, I had to reload the game completely, so that was fun. I'm wondering, okay. Well, obviously they're gonna win, whatever. But we are facing Georgia in the college football national championship for the 2nd year in a row. I'm hopeful that this year we can. Oh, we got Program Builder unlocked. That's what's up, dude. 5 playoff games. That's crazy. I might even have to keep this one going just because of that. Let's check it out and see how we did. So we started off, we beat TCU, so we're the 6th seed, just because we lost in the ACC championship. Then we turned around, beat Miami, and we beat Oklahoma. Can we beat Georgia? Bring it to the promised land. Actually, I gotta hop in, bro. I'm just gonna sim, but I gotta hop into it because I gotta see this if we can get it. I straight simulated the whole year. That's gonna take us down. Y'all enjoy this presentation. Alright, y'all, well, that'll do it. We just brought the Tarheels. We finally saved them. It only took to the year 2031, but we saved them. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Make sure you leave a like, and I will see y'all in the next video.